Hey there guys, this is Piper here and welcome to another Rome Tour battle. This is the second match between GREEK-IRAKLIS versus HoS from round 2 of the Great Games tournament, and this was part of the CWB aspect of this round. Both sides have 15k and it is Pontus versus Seleucid Empire. This was actually the same matchup as the previous battle, but the faction's been reversed and now IRAKLIS has Pontus. We'll go through the armies fast before the battle starts. IRAKLIS has 4 units of chariots, obviously they have no upgrades. 2 Cappadocian cavalry, they are gold. He's got 3 units of bronze shield pike, they are gold. He's got 1 phalanx pikemen at the front, they are only 5 upgrade. 6 units of archers gold and 2 units of chariot archers, and they are gold upgrades. So quite an interesting army actually. Most players go with the chariots and not the Cappadocian cavalry. These guys are fairly expensive and the chariots are a lot cheaper, but they're quite useful if your chariots get flamed and they run amok. They have more longevity about them. And quite interesting having the phalanx pikemen. The difference between these pikemen and the phalanx pikemen of Macedon, for some reason these phalanx pikemen get different stats. I think they get slightly better armor, but they don't have as good as attack of the other ones. Doesn't have as many pike. Obviously Seleucid Empire, Luke has the 5 units of Silver Shield Legionnaires. The Legionnaires absolutely destroy the pike, which might be why IRAKLIS has gone for only 3 units there. Check out Luke's army fast. He's gone with, like I already said, 5 units of Legionnaires. These are gold, 6 archers gold. He's got the standard Seleucid army for this matchup. 4 chariots, no upgrade, and 4 militia cav. They are a combination of gold and 5 upgrade. I think those 2 are gold. Yeah, they're gold. That one's actually 5 upgrade. And he's opted to bring the unit of peasants there as well. So standard army there. Almost standard here except for the Cappadocian, but again, like I was saying, depending on how the cavalry are used, they can be quite beneficial to have. The chariot archers on the left hand side, they're doing some damage to the militia cavalry. And again, Luke will suffer a bit of damage here because the light cav don't really get the best armor. But here it's just a case of damage limitation. Luke would much rather have the chariots over here get some damage on the light cav and keep the archers safe. The archers are far more valuable in this match, especially early in the battle. And here we have IRAKLIS targeting the archers. So again, fairly standard plays here, keeping his chariot archers to the sides. You never want to use your chariot archers straight up, you want to keep them at the sides. And Luke's been able to take out one of the chariots right there. And he's moving forward his 2 units of militia cavalry. So again, it's just a combination of letting the chariots come down, wait until they get a little bit tired, and then moving forward the militia cavalry. What happens there is the chariots have to withdraw, the archers get shots in. So Luke's lost about 7 archers there. He's lost a couple of horses too, but virtually his whole army's intact. IRAKLIS is going to pull back the chariot archers. He's going to keep 2 units of side chariots to the left hand side. He's keeping his other 2 in the centre and keeping his Cappadocian cavalry in the centre as well. He's going to pull around his army. He's going to pull over the archers as well. Okay, we're going to speed this up slightly, I think. Both players are just reforming their armies. Again, Luke was moving in response to the chariot archers. Keeping his peasants here as well. They haven't taken any damage. Peasants are really brought to basically make it harder for the chariot archers to get shots in. Obviously the peasants, they're crap units, but they're cheap, which means that Luke can use these units to shield the more valuable troops of his army. Iraklis has moved forward the chariot archers. Choosing not to fire, it's keeping these guys fight well off. And now he's getting some good shots in there versus the militia cavalry. Move forward his Cappadocian cavalry and he's going to rout the unit of peasants. Push back that unit of archers. Iraklis is fighting versus the militia cavalry, doing a lot of good damage there. Luke's pulling around 2 units of militia cavalry. Again, the Jav Cav are far faster than the Scythe Chariots. The Scythe Chariots are basically the same speed as heavy cavalry. The Jav Cav can throw their javelins in and withdraw very fast. The Cappadocian are even slower than the heavy cavalry. So Luke should have the flexibility on the right hand side to really go for the Scythe Chariots. Left hand side, Luke's charged forward unit of Scythe Chariots. He's actually caught that unit of Chariot Archers. And he's actually going to go in for the charge versus the enemy Scythe Chariots. So that was a good play there by Luke. He's been able to take out a unit of Chariot Archers. And he'll probably take out a unit of Scythe Chariots as well. In the centre, Iraklis is pushing forward with the pike. Again, when you keep pike so close like this, it can be really devastating for the enemy legionnaires. They haven't thrown their pila, and they're getting stuck between all these pike. The Cappadocian have gone through there. They've hit the backs of the legionnaires. It's going to be in hammer and anvil on the left hand side. Luke's going to pull in some Scythe Chariots. This unit of pike just routing, that was the front rank of the phalanx pikemen. Iraklis is firing his flaming arrows versus the chariots there, and that hammer and anvil has just routed all the Silver Shield Legionnaires. Luke still has a lot of archers left. He's got some Jav Cavalry in the back. He's going to lose that unit of Scythe Chariots there. It's 2 versus 1. Iraklis is going to push forward with the pike and really make sure that these legionnaires don't come back for another battle. That's probably going to be a win for Iraklis. Yeah, that's a win for Iraklis there. Yeah, not really much Luke can do after losing all of his legionnaires. Well played to Iraklis, really good timing with that charge there. I think Luke probably had the upper hand on the right hand side, and he was doing damage to the Scythe Chariots of his Jav Cav. But that push from the pike and good use of the Cappadocian around the sides, that was very effective, and that won the battle for Iraklis. So that's the end of that battle there. The score is now 2-all in this round. We've still got the 31k battle still to play, and that'll be between Diomidis and Cleo versus Luke and Nidintu. So stay tuned for those battles. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. This is Piper signing off.